cause you know I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Web3 breakfast, serving size like Texas. I'm a beast, yeah, baby. You know I'm reckless. We stacking blue chips, my people by the dip. Matte Black Lambo coming soon. Don't forget, sign the check.
Web3 breakfast. Fuck a Lexus, push a Maserati, keep a diamond Jesus on my necklace. I'm living reckless. Fuck a job, cash the check, grab the bag, hit the flight, we on the next one. Wife changing money, just ask my honey. Got a diamond on my face, I can't help it, I'm new money.
Web3 breakfast, wake and bake, appreciate the checklist, moderate the stage, perplexing everything you say, and not to mention, I think I rugged. Maybe I should shrug it off, go touch some grass, perhaps some plug.
Web3 breakfast,
Web3 breakfast.
Web3 breakfast. Yo, what is up, family? Can you hear me all right?
Loud and clear.
Nice. All right, I just got to adjust the monitor a little bit. I think everything got turned down. I was dusting my my road this weekend, during the break, and everything got turned down, way down, even my monitor, so I could barely even hear myself. And I thought I was one of those situations where this thing did me dirty again, but no, we're good to go, baby. Hey, hopefully everybody had themselves a great weekend. If you celebrated Labor Day, you got a little extra in there. I know we did here in the U.S., especially Web3 breakfast, man. We had a day off yesterday, man. It was grilling and chilling. Pool sesh for me, Turbocito. What did you guys do yesterday?
Man, just wrapping up on a rehab, you know what I'm saying? So I got to sleep in a little bit, catch a little bit extra Z's, you know what I mean, before I went out there and swung some hammers. But it was nice, man. Great weekend, really excited for this week. Excited for next week, for the Vegas for the Breathe thing, and just getting fired up, man. Excited to be here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Another day in the life of a Web3 creator, community member, leader. We're doing it, man. All of us are doing it. All of us are here. Got to throw shout outs to everybody in the building. Got the fam in the house. We got Kenton, X-Riders, Zach, Corey, Carrie. Zach, Corey, and Carrie. Those guys are the number 1, 2, 3 as far as longest listeners go. Shout out to the homies. Kenton, come on up here, man.
So what's cracking, Jay? What's new? What anything new that's anything new that you're seeing? I got a new scheme. I think I've been scheming up here.
Really quick.
Wait for that.
Something new that I am seeing, that I am seeing with my own eyes are, if you're watching the live stream, which we live stream on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, not just the Twitter space. But the Roomba came in my office this morning, so I picked everything up off the floor. And clearly, my daughter's unicorn chair is still up on top of the piano with the Oculus and some other things. But that is what we call the EE chair. She likes to come into my office and watch Curious George. And so anytime we hear the word EE, like a monkey, EE, so EE chair. So that's the unicorn EE chair.
I kept looking at it, but with you being a girl dad, it didn't even register in my mind to even say anything. It's just
just part of the set now. Just part of the set.
Yeah.
Just a pink unicorn chair. No big deal. I hope you guys are witnessing this on the live stream. If you're not, you can check. I think you just go to jchains.live. It should take you to the YouTube channel. Web3breakfast.com will have it. Speaking of, I do want to check this. So we have on the news page of Web3breakfast.com. I've been able to successfully link this spreadsheet that I've been tracking the 30-day profit and loss on NFTgo.io, because in my opinion, that's going to be a true indication of when the NFT markets are making a comeback, right? When we see this green line, here, let me bring this up so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. This one here. So the 30-day profit and loss right now, the imbalance is so significant right now. There's 39,000 people on the 30-day profit to 456,000 people in the loss, right, on the 30-day. And so that number, that ratio, right, we started tracking this thing when it was around 10. Today is like 7.6 or something, right? So we've seen this thing just like, you can see it just like stair-stepping down slowly. So we haven't even found the bottom. And I put out a tweet a little bit, and we've seen this thing in crypto too, is that right now, I think everything, you got to think of it like a bruise, right? It is going to get worse, but with the caveat that it's going to get better.
Yeah, Jay, do you see the red section?
Yeah, it's huge.
Those are my people. One of us. One of us. One of us.
Dude, definitely. I don't know anybody that is in. I mean, even what's his name, like Franklin and Machi. Those guys are probably, they're way up. But on the 30-day, there's no way that no one is up except for this tiny little group of folks right there.
Those little 7% people.
Yeah.
That are just up there eating caviar, like, we got them again. Look at them. Look at the peasants down there.
Look at the
having their little talks on Twitter.
The sediment over on NFTgo.io. That thing's been. I'll tell you, what, it's really interesting. Tracking this thing. So I pull my numbers sometime between 6:30 and usually 7:30, maybe 7:45 every morning. That's when I track this thing. Now I will notice, like, if I go back and I look at it, NFTgo.io several times a day, right? And in the afternoon, like sometimes, like the other day, like in the morning, this thing was at a 12. In the afternoon, it was at a 20. So it was really interesting how much it fluctuates throughout the day, but there's nothing I can do about that. I'm not trying to capture the high each day. What I'm trying to do is just be consistent with when I capture the data. And I think that'll give us a much better picture than just always trying to capture the high, because there's indications, or there's probably reasons for something like that. And so, with that being said, looking at that chart and looking, at what we've been tracking since we started, man, nope, this ain't a bull run in the NFT game. No, sir. No, sir.
Bro, your scientific process, though, is bar none. You know what I mean? Collecting your data at the same time. You got all your variables set. I love this. This is going to be a great look. It's going to be a great set. They're going to change. You're going to go from J Chains to J Bill Nye the Science Guy, because this science project right here, super rich. Okay, that one didn't go. Okay, that's fine. That didn't go. I was going to swing over and see how Jay's.
Maybe instead of like crypto J Chains, it could be like crypto Einstein or something.
Oh shit, I like that. I definitely like that. Speaking of Einsteins, yo, what up, kitten? How you doing, family? What's the word?
Oh wow, Jay, you hear that? I get compared to Einstein.
I love it.
Space. I'm showing up here more often now. Jeez.
This is where we come to. We inflate egos. Flattery goes a long way here at Web3 Breakfast. So anybody, if you need your ego pumped, come on up on stage.
Yeah, that's what these spaces are all about, huh? Getting people with big egos, giving all their takes and everything. Yeah, that's what I've realized. That's what I'm doing here. I must love it. I must love that attention from Turbo. It's the only way. It's the only way. That dopamine rush, of course.
But no, I'm just getting started, Ken. I'm just getting started. You just wait. This whole show, we're just going to be slamming you with flowers.
All I want to know, Turbo, is when's the next music space where you keep introducing new Web3 music? Because I honestly enjoy those. I learn a lot listening to the new music by people. Sometimes when you play it at the break, when we work out, I'm like, oh, that's a good song. It's a good one.
Let's formalize that for Friday. Let's just bring that back where it's pizza party. We'll do a recap of the week. We do like a ton of songs and music, and we talk to artists.
Yeah, that shit's fun. It's a lot of fun, honestly. People don't do that, dude. People don't do that on spaces anymore. Dude,
capitulation.
I'm not saying they're all bad.
Capitulation.
Yeah, people capitulated.
I'll tell you what, man. Capitulation is up. The spaces that you do go into are strange. Let me tell you what. I can't even handle it. I don't even go into spaces at night anymore. If we need to like start one up, that's just for like normal people. We can, but I ain't even going in spaces at night anymore. It's just weird.
They have gotten spicy, to say the least. My girlfriend was asking me. She was like, "Is this kind of a common thing in the space?" I was like, "No, it's new, babe. This is a new thing. It didn't used to be like this. It's just gotten like real late night."
Yeah,
must be. It's probably Carrie's fault. If I was to guess,
that would make sense.
definitely carries the ball.
When in doubt, blame the Canadians. Eh?
I said, oh Canada, oh Canada. What's up, Carrie C?
Canada. What's up, Carrie?
I can take it. I'm all good. What are you guys saying? Fuck, I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too.
And
Hey,
Ken, always good to hear Ken's voice. I was like, we were just talking about you guys like yesterday, so I must have prompted you in his mind, and now he's back.
boom.
Anyway, what were you saying? I might be late here is ridiculous, dude. It's like I hear you on like YouTube, and then like 3 seconds later, I hear you on Twitter.
I
So
just literally, Mom, I got to teach my mom how to watch on other platforms so we don't have to do YouTube. YouTube is just trash. Do you guys celebrate Labor Day? Did you do that yesterday in Canada, or is that just here in the US?
no, our long weekend was the weekend before that.
Okay.
So yeah, we had 2 weekends ago. I can't remember. It was a while. I was I was a little out of it. But yeah, we don't actually celebrate yesterday, Monday, as a holiday. So it's just back to school time. So
Okay.
I'm back on Thursday. That's pretty much how she goes. We don't celebrate going back to school here. It's more of a sad thing.
No, well, Carrie, what was your holiday called? Like, what was your holiday?
Do we have it? Well, we have Labor Day, but it's not like a day that people take off of work or anything. In fact, I think it's like there's like Labor Day sales and shit for back to school.
Mhm.
So people like rush to the malls or Staples or wherever the fuck they go to get binders and stuff. And
Man, actually, Carrie,
But I
you
love
guys
the
are
whole-
doing it right, Carrie.
No,
Well, hang
we're
on,
doing it right.
no, they are. Hang on, real
You
quick.
celebrate
Hang on, real
work by
quick, Jay,
taking the
'cause
day off.
it's called Labor Day, a day where you should probably be doing labor. You know what I'm saying? We should call it Day Off Day.
Day off day.
You know what I'm saying? Since
Day off day.
that's what we're doing, instead of like, because it
DOD.
makes
Day off day.
DOD. Yeah, we took a DOD yesterday.
Labor Day Eve. You know, you can still do Labor Day, but
Yeah.
like take the day before off. You get a Labor Day on Tuesday.
Yeah. And Labor Day
Something to
Eve, we
think
take
about.
off because we're going to labor on that day. And then we encourage everyone to work really hard. Because I don't know, bro, like, I don't know what it is about places in America and workers, but they've gone to trash, bro. I had the worst Planet Fitness experience this morning because this lady, I almost cursed out an old lady. I looked at her, I said, dude, no, I'm not even bullshitting you, right? Because I'm like, look, me and my girlfriend go work out. She's like, I want to tan. I'm like, don't worry about it. I got this Planet Fitness membership, so you about to be up in here, you know what I'm saying? Getting straight tanned up.
There you go.
And like the guy was like, we go in and the guy's like, yeah, you can buy her a membership. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, I just want to give you money and then I'm going to use your facilities. He's like, nah, man, it might be fraud. I'm like, I'm right here. So we went through this whole thing. So he's like, all right, I got everything square. You can get signed up. No biggie. I'm off. I'm leaving, but they got you. I'm like, bet. I go to this lady and I'm like, hey, we're in a hurry. Can she go ahead and tan while I, get everything paid? And she was like, no. I was like, what?
No, we just went
I was
through
like,
this. We
no,
just
I'm
went through
like-
this.
I'm like, can she go work out or can she go get in the gym? And she's just like, no. She was like smiling at me the way she said it. And I just looked at her, I'm like, are you fucking with me right now? She's like, excuse me? I'm like, fuck, are you messing with me right now? Like, what is going on? I just left, bro. I just had to just leave the place because we need a Labor Day where people go to their jobs and they appreciate being at their jobs.
No, that's never going to happen.
No?
That's a
Damn, I
good thought,
tried.
but
Yeah, you're trying to put the cork back inside the champagne bottle, dude. It's not I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's difficult to do.
I mean, because you got to think, and no offense, if we got any like, what do we want to call them? Government contract or government workers? Like people that work at the post office, like the ones that work at the post office, not like postal people that like drive around, but the actual post office people that hate working and hate that like
The ones that go crazy and shoot their employees. and
I've
stuff,
never
the
understood.
actual like postal workers.
They're the only ones that have ever made me feel like me coming in to do something of a service that they offered was like completely out of line. Like, hey, like, I just want to send like a certified letter. Like, you want to do what? Like, can I not do that here? Should I not be doing that? Should I go somewhere else? I can go do that.
What's your business here, sir?
I could go do
What
that. At
is
the
your
UPS
business
store.
here? And you're like, I just want to send a fucking letter, man.
Yeah. Oh, you know what this fun kind of chop it up conversation really leads into what the topic is for today and kind of what we want to talk about. And it's, how do you balance? Like, how do you balance Web3? How do you balance the work, whether you work in Web3 or your regular life? How do you balance this whole community aspect? If you have multiple communities that you're in, based on the different projects that you're in, and then how do you take care of yourself, right? Like I took a break a couple weeks ago, right? Like sometimes you just got to take a break. Like we all know that crypto, Web3, NFTs, blockchain, it is 24 hours a day. It does not stop, right? And so, how can we do this work? We do maybe have these fun conversations where humility goes a long way, where we can laugh at ourselves, or, what are things that we can do to maintain that balance of, there's always so much going on. So is so much to do and learn and keep up with. But at the same time, again, have a normal balanced life. Like I realized I don't have a hobby. Like I was cleaning out my garage the other day, this weekend, right? And I found some of my homebrew equipment, and it made me think oh, that was fun, man. I used to homebrew. Like, would I have time to homebrew right now? Probably. Like, do we force ourselves to hang in there the amount of hours that we do just so that we don't fall behind? Do we find it necessary to spend more time than we actually need to be here? I mean, these are questions that I think to myself sometimes, does it really need to take this much time every day that, that we're hearing these conversations? Do we need to be in Twitter spaces for 9 hours a day? I love the idea of it, but is it necessary? Does that keep the right balance? That's the conversation for today. What do you feel about that?
I love this conversation. I love this. I think it's great. Mental health, man, is so important. You know what I'm saying? And not even just mental health, but emotional health too. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen people completely get wrecked in these spaces just from the duality. I think it's gonna be a great conversation. And we did see Ken with his hand up first, so I'd like to pass it down there to him, and we can get things kicked off if you're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Ken, what's up, fam?
Yeah, and Kent, before you pop it off, man, appreciate everybody being here. Remember, this is Web3 Breakfast, a show for the community, by the community. That's what we all are, community members. So if you want to be a part of it, if you got something to say, even if you've got a difference of opinion, that is totally fine. We just have the one rule: don't be a douchebag, so no racist, sexist, homophobes. Other than that, we would welcome anybody up here on the stage to voice their opinion on this conversation today. So, Kendon, my man, what you got for us?
Yeah, let's go right off of what you were saying. Balance in Web3. Dude, I don't know if there's meant to be balance if we're on the projecting end of being a, small news media personality in Web3, especially. Just looking at what you guys are doing now. I mean, I hate to say it, but this isn't really going to ever be something where you get a break. I saw a tweet yesterday, Jay Chains, and it really shocked me because I was like, what the heck? And the person said, 1 year, working for 1 year in Web3 is like 5 years in Web2. And, that might be the truth in some extreme cases, but all I could think was, damn, if people are expecting to move that quickly, a 5x, just now we're in Web3, 5x our work productivity. There's no balance to that. There can't possibly be. And that's why I fear that, in the position you and Turbo are sitting in literally right now, I don't know if you get that break. I think that it's always going to be a constant happening for you to keep up with. How do you feel about that, though?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, it is a labor of love, right? And then that's why, I'm at my desk sometimes at 5:30 in the morning reading articles, right? Because I love doing this. I love being a part of it. But you do bring up a really good point. Now, that is something that, I've started to kind of build the whole idea of, and we've talked about it on the show. And I think, there's plenty of people here in this particular crowd that I think would probably participate in this, right? Is let's create an association of media people that want to be this and this content and news delivery service, right? And so maybe we can take the load off of each other and we come together, we pool our resources together. I mean, this is something that we could even incorporate into Chain Labs when we get funded for it, so that everybody that participates in the ecosystem, right? You play a role in this 24-hour news cycle, so that you don't have to be a part of the 24-hour news cycle, so that the messages still get delivered consistently, positive, because we're all of the same mindset and ethos, but we can all kind of, use each other to continue carrying on the message using our networks, and again, like trying to maybe take some of the load off of, you know, our ourselves and each other.
No, for sure. You know, and I think, you know, definitely for me, you know, like I've been training for this and I spent 28 months in combat. You know, you don't get to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And like, and I was doing a mission for the government or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I didn't necessarily agree, disagree, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I knew how important it was changing lives, right? Like when I was there, it was like, look, if I can just change 2 sons' lives, because at that time I had 2 sons, then I did my job, you know. And I feel like with the Web3 now, you know, that, dude, like I'm that passionate about what we're doing here. I think we're going to save tons of lives. I think we're going to create new lives, you know, like we're going to bring people from behind these burger stands and start getting them into their dreams and their passions. And that's why things move so fast here, is because when you are working off, you know, being fueled by your passion, it is like a rocket ship. And that dopamine and all those chemicals that get released, I mean, it's the greatest thing in the world. You were here for the bull, get ready, baby, because that was amazing. But I think for me, just knowing that I want to be a leader, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a leader, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, we're going to set good examples. And these kind of conversations where it begins. I think D Hype had his hand up first. Hype, baby. What's up, family?
I always have my hand up first. What you talking about, Turbo? It's like
you already know.
Oh, dude, you're gonna from the top ropes, Jay Chains with the body slam, dude. That's what the announcers are gonna say at the Web3 amateur wrestling night in Las Vegas soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to the Web3 Morning Breakfast. We are here to rumble, baby. And, you know, I just woke up from my morning nap and just to say hi and come in here and spread mental health. And let me drop some knowledge, guys. Okay, let me drop some knowledge here. The thing about Web3 and going fast is cool and everything because there's so many things happening. It's kind of exciting. But where we get real comfort, knowledge, solid relationships from is experience. Like not only meeting people with a lot of experience and or having a lot of experience, like getting to know people and building those long-term relationships is what it's all about. And we have this like here Web3 with like Twitter Spaces, people tweeting, crazy stuff happening, everyone just, you know, sending out messaging, trying to get followers, all this stuff, right? And it's like a big like maelstrom of craziness. So like the other day when in the Golden Baboon space, J Chains was in there and Adam and Seth was in there, Mind Your Biz. It was really cool because it was like, you know, you guys all together have like this big background in Web3 of knowing each other, working together, and history of like actually doing things and like working on things and growing and becoming better at what you do. And that's real and it feels really good. And you can have like a really like good experience just being around like people like that, right? Like it's just real. And 99% of Web3 is people that are new, young, unsure, trying to just do stuff. And I support people trying to do new things and having fun and having fresh perspectives. It's cool. But I try to spend my time doing specifically the things I want to be doing, right? I have my own personal goals of like things like public speaking, the people that I want to be around, building out my platform and brand, and everything revolves around what I represent as a person. And now I'm getting so crazy busy, I don't even have time to think about like mental health. I just got to do it somehow. I just have to. There's no. Okay, there we go.
Oh, yes.
That's actually there's the rock and roll video, right? Which is fun. It's important to have fun. But also, J Chains, you want to know, I literally have an insane announcement too, because I'm literally going to be through all the stuff I'm doing, J Chains.
Yes.
And concentrating on stuff I really connect with. Now I'm gonna be like hosting and interviewing Christian Watson from the Green Bay Packers tonight.
Oh,
I think on my Kick channel, which I just posted. Wasn't that exciting, J Chains? Things are happening, baby. It's not even like I don't even have time. I have so many meetings during the day and so many things to do, J Chains. Like the world is full of opportunity, guys, if you really concentrate on improving yourself.
I love that, man. That's the you know, that is the success story, right? Where like, you know, we've talked about this before, and like the amount of opportunities come your way is the net result of how you put yourself out there and how much work you do, right? And so Doug, like you've just done nothing but put yourself out there. You're vocal, you're in the right spots, you're talking to the right people, doing the right shit. I love that, man. That's how you do it. Like that's how you put on the clinic of like if you want to participate in Web3, you want to start creating content in Web3, you literally just start doing it and you push, and you create content when no one else is, and you do something like wear a dope ass fur jacket that people are going to remember every time they see you, and that, you know, that's it.
You gotta
300
be a
degrees
leader.
in Miami.
Yeah.
Miami. Well, the thing is, people are looking for signals. They're looking for signs. They're looking for those laws of attraction, right? Like we're always signaling all the time, whether you think that you are or not. PFP to like your messaging on your Twitter page to how you communicate with people. What happens when you meet someone in real life, right? Everything is social signaling. If you're signaling out there like, hey, I'm having so much fun. I'm having a great time. I'm really loving my life. I'm pursuing and doing the things I want to do. And I'm so excited to be around and meet the people I'm around, man. It's infectious. People can't get enough of you, right? I mean, you know, I have the fur coat and all this stuff, but dude, I'm telling you, like, that's the reason I love this show and you guys, Turbo and J Chains. You exude charisma, fun, confidence, leadership. And when I see that, I'm like, man, I want to show up and even like add to that and make your guys' lives and your experiences even better. And, you know, you look at people down here, it's like Nessie, people that really inspire us, that are in the studio 24/7, always working. We know who Nessie is. We know what kind of person he is. We've like hung out with him. He's made so much cool stuff. And like everything that you know that Nessie's going to be around is going to be exciting and fun, right? So you can't get enough of it, man. How's it going, Nessie?
Yo, GM.
Yo, GM fam.
I know I just saw you hanging out by the pool, Nessie.
Yeah, but it's time to get to work now, so I have to come inside.
Let's go. We've got a couple hands. Let's get to that really quick. Fat Boy, I know you had your hand up first, and then we do have Meta Lark with her hand up as well. Now, Fat Boy, you did have your hand up first, like I mentioned. We do have a thing here at Web3 Breakfast where if you want to let ladies go first, you are more than welcome to. All you got to do is just let her know.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Appreciate you. Meta Lark, GM, how are you this morning?
What's up? What's good? I know it's been a while, and just a heads up, I am in traffic. So if you find the need to mute me, if it's too loud, let me know. But, you know, like, I'm really vibing with everything you guys are saying. Like, you know, personally, I think that balance is bullshit. Just because, like, what is balanced for one person isn't balanced for another person. And whatever, if I enjoy doing a lot of work, you know, for one day, and somebody's like, oh my God, how could you be like working on shit for 15 hours? Well, what if I feel like it that day? You know, I mean, like, who are you to tell me it's a problem if it's having negative impact in my life? You know, and I feel like I'm obviously working too much. That's different. And I think that that's different for everyone. You know, what's too much for them. It's very personal. It's like lifting weights. You know, it's not really any much different than that. And like this whole idea that just because we're in Web3 and we're going so much faster, okay, I gotta just echo that is also bullshit. And it's bullshit for a couple of reasons. Okay, like, look, and some of these fuckers that you see are legit, and I love them, but they already had like, you know, a big following in Web 2 sometimes, and then they understood the Web 3 ethos and took time to try to understand the community, and they marketed accordingly. Good for them. You know, they were legit, you know, and that's great. Now, some of these other folks, let's say, you know, they didn't have sync licensing deals before, and they just had bots following them on Spotify before. When I come in and I see them all of a sudden blowing up very quickly in Web 3, it ain't no surprise that I found out from the grapevine that those motherfuckers were wash trading. Let them wash trade. Let them cheat. Who cares? We just got to keep doing our thing. We don't need to gaslight anyone into buying our shit. And ain't nobody keeping us except us. We can do this. Let's go.
There you go. That was a mic drop moment. Meta Lark coming in hot.
That's like
on what
should we
feels
work
like.
out after that?
See, here's the deal. I love what you just said. Now, to me, I think I was about to say coming in hot and heavy on a Monday, but it is Tuesday, so it's perfectly fine. It just feels so strong, like a Monday to me. I even thought that I was in the seat running the show on a Monday for a second there, split second there. Metalark, I love it. Love the passion this morning. Fat Boy, what you got for us?
Hey, what's up, JC? Good to be here. It's I don't often get into your spaces because I used to do a morning space myself, but I'm going to try and get here more often now. So,
appreciate that. You're welcome anytime.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks very much, mate. Yeah, getting that balance right. Yeah, it's a difficult one, and I think what Metalark said is 100%. It's different for everybody. I used to do 2 spaces a day, a morning show and a night show. I did that right up until July of this year. So, but I came to a point where I just went, I am completely burnt out. I am done. I almost had to give up on both because I was so done in, So I dropped the morning show, which was what suited the best. And suddenly, it was like overnight, things changed. So it's different for everybody, but and like you said, you'll know yourself. But I've always found that when people say to me, if you spend a week out of Web3, it's like you've spent a month out of it. When I've asked people in one of my spaces, I'm like, okay, so what happened? Tell me what happened. I've only maybe missed like a couple of days at best. And 99% of the time, it's just drama. There's like zero innovation. Like, the guy who's building whatever, he still has to program it. I mean, I've worked in IT and Web2 and all that stuff. It's still the same guys programming stuff. It's still going to take months to program it, years, whatever. But people seem to think because we're in Web3, everything's just faster. So all of a sudden, everything's accelerated. People's fingers move quicker or something. But what I found is it's just drama. Like, people just go, oh, yeah, well, I'll say, well, what happened? They're like, oh, well, instead of some great innovation they tell me about, it's like, well, so-and-so, he was wash trading, or he done this, or he tweeted out about so-and-so. I'm like, really? Is that what I missed out on? Is that what you tell me I've missed? Is drama? I mean, that's why I always find it's just drama. It's nothing to do with missing out on actual Web3 stuff. It's drama that people they're afraid they're missing out on.
That's just from a psychological point. I mean, that's who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, as creatures, you know what I'm saying? In this ecosystem, and we still have to remember that that we are developing our tribes. You know what I'm saying? And our tribe is going to be super fit and super strong because we're going to get to this workout. We got our halfway point, Coach Corey. We got some hands. We're going to come back to it, guys. We're talking about finding balance in Web3. Does it exist? Do you have balance? Come up here, be a part of the conversation. But for right now, we're going to get in a workout. I'm going to be getting up because we're working on our butt right now. That's like me and my girlfriend are trying to get like tight butts.
Wait. Did you say we're? And I know that you're not talking about because this is the first time. Yeah, this is you and your fitness partner.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going for glutes? Dude, we're gonna have strong butt cheeks.
I love it. Yeah. All right. So what are you gonna do?
All right.
Squatties?
Well, all right. Look, whatever.
Squats?
I'm gonna do some curls too. Big biceps and big butt cheeks. That's my combo. Might be an NFT project when the bull comes back.
That should be the title of the space release.
No doubt. Yo, let's get right to it. Tell me you can hear that. She's so bad. Let's go. Love you so much. Why you hold back? Breaking my heart. Please don't go back. Wanna run it up, bitch, your back. See your fake news, see your fake lies. See the things that you're talking and now I do despise. Everybody feeling wise until I sympathize. I am the GOAT, the king, the one inside their eyes. Like, listen to me, I am more than a prophecy. Like, listen to me, I'm about to walk across the sea. Like, listen to me, I am the GOAT like 20 times. 21 guns busting like it's Columbine. Grab the wall, looking like you about to fall right off. Why they swimming on my wave and then I move on. Bitch, just nigga, you super wrong. Only rock that shit, that's all white, yeah. And she bite on me like great white, yeah. Fuck all night, yeah, like all night, yeah. Wanna play fight, yeah, like all night, yeah. I am like cheese keys, but I smoke a blunt and I roll it in the stickiest speech. This is what I need. She finna leave, then she come back to the function. Now she fuck with me. This is different. Everybody see my concert company. Do it, but I'm not trying to give them no more money because I'm getting green like the bottom of the getting green. On Let's go 30 seconds, guys. Come on. One more.
She slide through on my favorite light skin. I know how I do it, I'm righteous. Only got the eyes, just never want the vices. I don't TikTok, but she's flocking the milkshake. Brings me to the goddess. Hey, wanna think how I'm a part of the darkness. I scream for the top like, why so serious, babe? Love an emo nigga, but I'm really here to stay. I know it's God, make a real profit. They can't stop it. Bad bitch on my dick, and she really rockin'. Grab the wall, looking like you about to fall right off. Why they swimming on?
And let's go start bringing it back down. 3, 2. Welcome back.
Yo, how's the jam? What was that?
That is my homie To Distort.
Man, I like that. That was a good sound. That was really good. All
I'm
right.
gassed. I felt motivated in that.
Yeah, I felt good, man.
I gotta take my shirt off.
There you go. Will T, you got your hand up first, and then we'll go to Honest. What's going on, man? GM.
Hey, GM, good to be back on the Web3 Breakfast Show. Finding balance of Web3, that's a great question. And I agree and resonate with a lot of what Metal Arch said. I feel that it's more about prioritization rather than it is balance, and prioritizing the things that are a value add to you personally, as D Hype said. Additionally, and just embracing your passions and, what are you passionate about? This last 4 months has been an incredible journey for me as now a founder of a real world company that has tie-ins back here into Web3, right? And so as part of that prioritization, I mean, you know me, Jay Chains, Turbo, I used to be in this space religiously without fail, but there were some things I had to kind of trim out for a seasonal period of time so I could really focus on the build out and the infrastructure of the company, right? So yeah, for me, it's about prioritization. It's about finding what are your non-negotiables, and it's about finding your value adds.
That's it, man. I think the non-negotiables, I think that's what everybody's got to set first and foremost before you do anything. Before you jump in, make that leap, just figure out what the do's and the don'ts are for you.
Oh man, I love the priority part, Will. You know what I mean? Do your priorities. You know what I'm saying? If that means that you got to sacrifice a whole bunch of stuff, then that's what you do. Do the things that you want to do. But I'm probably not the best because I have no balance. I just go 100 miles an hour till I hit the wall. Honest, what's up, fam?
Man, good morning to the goats, man.
GM,
What's going on with you? Good GM, man. I was just wanting to touch y'all, man. It's about finding balance in Web3, man. I was a victim of thinking like Web3 was just like this group of people that was just above all, and you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I think it was like just believing everybody had good intentions in this space. That's how I came in. I was like, I had left the non-positive people in the past, and I stopped fucking with people, and I got into Web3, and I just thought that this was like the best thing since honey. And I really realized that a lot of these people out here, man, are out for themselves. They're out here to destroy you. Or they just have ill intentions and they're just depressed and just like regular people. So I just wanted to make sure that people know that all these people in Web3, they're still regular people. They might be shitheads in real life too. So I would say, man, when finding balance, man, find you a group of people, man, whether you see them every day or not, man, just find you a group of people that y'all all have the same mission. Because remember, teamwork make the dream work, man. We can do this shit by ourselves, but it's a lot. We get it more abundantly when we do it as a team. We get better results when we do it as a team. It feels better when we do it as a team. I know that it feels good when we do it by ourselves, but we need to find a good team of people that we can trust, people that we got longevity with, people that have the same vision as us. And I think we just need to have a mission of just trying to build and become bigger and bigger.
I love that, man. I love the positivity in our community, and I love the perspective and how we all come from absolute different places, different backgrounds, different everything. But just the fact that we all have a very positive outlook, we've all got a very I think honest intention, and no pun in using your name there, Honest, but the honest intention of what we're doing here, and why we continue to be here, and why we continue to spread these messages, and why we continue to be positive even when there's a reason to be shitty. There's just There's no actual reason for it, but what were you gonna say?
I'm telling you, it's all about the hand raising, because we take the time to give everybody an opportunity to finish their thought, and we listen to each other. And I think that pours big into the community. It was gonna be really funny in my head. Damn it, I blew it. Okay, I was gonna pass it over to Doug. It was gonna be really funny. It didn't work. It's fine. I'm writing it down. Dougie, what's up, family?
You know, it's all about like new, exciting, shiny objects are fun, Web3 and all this stuff, right? But if you're a leader and you want to have success in your life, you just got to do the things you want to do. Like I'm about to pass over to Nessie, who's just been kicking butt and doing so many things in his life that are amazing. And it doesn't matter if it's in Web through 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's like whatever, right? Entrepreneurship, startups, all this stuff's been around for forever. You know, like we all want to like pat ourselves on the back. But James and Turbo, I'm gonna see you guys when you come watch me interview Christian Watch tonight at 7:30 Mountain Time. And I'm gonna make you stay up late because you make me wake up early. Okay. And that's what friends do to each other. And it's going to be the greatest interview you ever saw in your life. And I have to go to meetings now, but I love you guys. And I want to pass it over to Nessie. And also, Metalark, I watched or listened to your voiceover work. It's amazing. You have high energy. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. And Jay Chains and Turbo, keeping on, baby, and setting that leadership role. I love it.
Oh, man. Appreciate you being here. And you're going to crush that interview too.
Love you, Dougie.
Love you, man. Thanks for popping in. That link is up in the nest. So, and thankfully, I have a Kick account, so that's great. Go up into, or it's not called the Nest anymore. What are we calling it? The space station?
Space station.
Space station. Going up into the space station. There's a bunch of links up there, but yeah, no, we've got one up there for Dougie. He's on Kick, and he's going to be interviewing a NFL player tonight from the Packers. Now that does disappoint me a little bit as a Bears fan, but we'll get over it. We'll let him do his thing.
I was going to ask you that. Oh yeah, I wanted to know about that, but I know we're going to go to Lark. We're not. We're just going to skip it. Politics and sports, we're not talking about them. What's up, man?
No, we can talk sports someday. We should, especially actually tonight. Here's the deal. Tonight is actually the Web3 Breakfast Fantasy Football Draft. So if you want to be in on that, drop a comment down below. We've got just a few spots left. I'm not sure if it's a free fund thing or if we're gonna make a like a $25, $50. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's all. We can talk about that all in the DM group. So if you want, the easiest way to get involved in anything that we got going on here at Web3 Breakfast, including Fantasy Football League, go down to the bottom right, purple pill, retweet the space out because you're down there anyway. So just do that. Tag a few friends, get them in here, let them know that we're having a fun conversation. But then leave a comment and say, add me to the DM group, or I want to be in the Fantasy Football League, and then we'll get links, or you add it, whatever's easier, whatever you need. We got you, fam.
We got you, Metalark. Oh, she's probably floating somebody off.
No, it's good. I'm here. It's just it's I'm driving, as we know. So I did try to click off when I could, but at this point, I'm gonna get into an accident if I keep fucking with the microphone. So yes, it's okay. Use your discretion to whatever if it's loud. But yeah, no, I love all the thoughts and what you said about having a couple of really key people that you trust is that's so important, and that's so key, right? Just for the record, I've only been selling my shit since May. I only have one collector, and some people could be like, oh, that's so sad. Okay, so what? Somebody else randomly collected another one, but whatever. But it's no, he's literally the best. Everything he tells me about how to make my artwork better, I pretty much fucking listen to all of it. And when he's telling me how to host Twitter Spaces better, I listen to him. And I have a couple of friends that are just really we help each other, and I give him advice on how to help with his content. He's not an artist, but he's in the decentralized science space, and those are the people, even though we're not doing fucking Web3 shit all the time, those are the people that I want to hang out with and do Web2 shit, just go to a fucking comedy club. Those are the people I just want to shoot the shit with. So part of my balance, my personal balance, includes hanging with Web3 folks and then just doing stuff that's not related to Web3 sometimes, because hanging with those people, the people that you support and support you, nothing else is better. Anyhow, sorry if I'm yelling, but that's just what it is.
No, it's passion. I love it. You weren't yelling either. It was good.
That's the conventions, man. That's every time we get together in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have not traveled to visit somebody, that's a great way to unplug. Find somebody that lives close enough that you could drive to go see them. Get in your car and go and visit them, especially if it's the first time you've ever met them. It will blow your absolute mind. It is the greatest experience ever.
You have one horror story. We don't need to talk about it, though. But let's go Nessie and then Mel.
Yeah, my fault. Basically, just what everybody else is saying. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep balance. But at the same time, it comes down to you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you're here too often, then you're just going to get caught up in it. And you're not going to know when is the right time to step away or when is the right time to just take, you know what I'm saying, a couple of days. So that's definitely what I've learned from my experience. And then, yeah, also kind of to relate what Meta was saying, like, it's all about your circle. If you got a weak ass circle, then you're going to feel weak, like just flat out. You know what I'm saying? So you got to surround yourself with people that you know are genuine, people that you know have the right intentions, and also will uplift you and won't be yes men or women or whatever you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people out here, they'll say certain things. Like if you reach out to them, they'll just say whatever they think you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being honest with you and being real with you. So it's like, I would rather have 2 people around me that are going to keep it real all the time than 100,000 yes men. You know what I'm saying? So definitely watch your circle. Balance, like we talked about. You know what I'm saying? Eating right, drinking right, sleeping right. You know what I'm saying? Because all that definitely plays a big factor. Like, you put out what you put in. So just make sure that y'all just taking care of yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to ways that you're feeling. If you feel a little off or a little drained, then you know what I'm saying? Take that time. Pay attention to yourself. Listen to yourself.
I love that, man. And that's why we've incorporated the workout into the show, right? It is for kind of like that same mindset, right? Is to have that healthy mind, healthy body, and healthy portfolio, right? We sit at these computers all day long. So we are learning, right? We're working on our minds. We are maybe trading or buying NFTs, right? We are working on our portfolios. But so that means a lot of times we neglect our bodies, right? And we eat like shit because we're at our computers for 20 hours a day, whatever it might be. So that's why, and Turbo, you did some research on this. You found out that these little micro workouts, they are effective. So if you can do it, if you are, in several spaces throughout the day, even if you can just sit there and listen and do some push-ups by yourself for 30 seconds, some jumping, whatever, if you're just listening or, even if it's not your turn to talk or whatever, just take some time throughout your day to make sure that you're working on yourself, because without having a healthy self, like, who are you? How can you be healthy to anybody else?
Yeah. And bro, the thing is that it's just like writing a goal down, right? You're more likely to achieve your goals and intentions and things that you plan when you write them down.
Love that.
And it's literally because you're taking action, because you're literally telling your brain to grab that pen or pencil or crayon or whatever it is that you write your goals down with, and to actually take the action of writing it down. When you do that, it makes the next action easier, and then the next action's easier. Like I'll be honest, man, like I have not gained anything from this conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's come up and they've just been like, you just got to do what's best for you, because we don't know, right? Like we're all scared because we like, I'm gonna talk for myself here. You know what I'm saying? I'm terrible at it. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm willing to just go as hard as I can because I want to achieve this thing. I think the best thing we've said is like, when you know that you need that break, take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, take that break when you need it. I think that's been the best thing I've taken away so far. But I know my boy Mel about to hit me with some of that good knowledge, because he got this dope TikTok, bro. If y'all ain't following him on TikTok, please, man, go hit the boy on the follow. What up, D.O.B.?
Yo, what is good? Good day, everybody. Yo, real quick, I agree with everybody was saying. Like, I can't even tap into that because everybody said exactly what needed to be said. And if you pick each section, you can build a beautiful story and a true story. And I definitely got to agree with Nessie said, because it's about what you drink. And if you ain't got tequila, sake, or vodka, you are fucking up. So that's my thing. Yeah, that's my drinks right there. Like, if y'all are out with me and y'all be like, hey man, let me buy you a drink, I'm like, cool, tequila, vodka, or sake. That's all I drink. So, I don't know, man, maybe I need to open my range a bit. But I did just want to co-sign and agree with what everybody said. But on the flip side of it, which we don't always talk about because again, it kind of can come off as negative. The energy vampires are out there.
Mm-hmm.
And the remora fish are out there. So again, I have, and lately, I've been kind of dialed down a little bit because I've been absorbing and I've been watching who the remora fish are and who the energy vampires are. And I got people, and I must only speak from experience. Everybody got their own. They attach themselves to me because they like, hey, I need to see what if he's doing is going to pull off, and when it does take off, now I can say, hey, I was with Mel, I was with Dobbs, from the beginning. I supported him all the way, but you really didn't do shit. Like, you really don't do shit. And I'm noticing so many of them, they want to see you do well, they want to see you do good, but they don't want you to do better than them. So again, this is why
they don't want to help you succeed. They literally just sit there and ride and just sit there and
just
take a ride.
Right. And I get it. Everybody, there's a balance in the universe, right? We talk about balance. So there's a balance. You can't have your good without having your bad. You can't have your positive without your negative. You got to have your agitators, and the agitators make shit work. It's like your washing machine. The agitator is what makes it work, cleans the dirt out. So the agitator's working for me, and I'm realizing some things. But in this space, you believe in what you're doing, keep pushing at it. Don't stop. Doesn't matter who thinks what, who says what, who does what. It's about what you do next. Again, you control your destiny. You control how this goes. So, and I try to support everybody genuinely. That's the crazy part. But there's not enough of us out here like that. We're all here in this space will support everybody, the next person. But when it comes down to it to be reciprocated, you don't get that. You get the half-ass shit. So just be mindful. Don't let people suck your energy, and don't deviate from your course, because your vision is yours. And once you allow someone to incorporate their thought process, your vision is now assassinated. It's not yours anymore. So I've been blessed in a sense with meeting, genuine people like surrounding space right now. But again, you guys just be mindful of that. Be careful and shut shit down when you have to, because again, can nobody control you but you. And if you fail, it's because you allowed it to happen. Don't give up. Keep pushing. So that's my rant. That's my rant for the morning. Much love to all of y'all. Shout out, love, peace, and hair grease, all of that good shit. And and I got some news I'm gonna share out to y'all, but I'm gonna wait till later because I'm taking too much time.
Man, I appreciate it. I appreciate
Mel,
anytime. Go ahead, Trevor.
Mel, aren't you bald? Aren't you bald, Mel?
Hell no, but I keep fucking with these Web3 folks. I'm gonna go bald quick, man. It's like the hair's just fucking falling out, man.
I know, I'll be worried about you, man, because you'd be saying that hair grease. And bro, here's the other thing too, man, of something you were saying. It's like, you can't expect from others what you don't put in. You know what I'm saying? If you're out there expecting people to support you and to go around and, you know what I'm saying, and to be, and to be someone that's pushing you forward, but you ain't doing that for them or anyone else, expect what you do.
We've said on this show that in Web3, and maybe we can all agree that your credit is your contribution, right?
Facts.
That's facts. And you posted up what I was going to post up, so thank you for that. But I would throw something else up there too, but I'll leave that alone.
Fill it up.
Yeah, put it up. That's the space station, baby.
I love that part, the space station. So, so if you guys haven't tapped in and take a look at it, I did partner up and work out an agreement with Infinity CBD. So if y'all got your CBD fix, I got you, baby, right here, right now. I'll post that up for you. And use the link. Don't use any link but this one with my name. And if you see Dobbs show in it, you see Dobbs in it, that is the one you want to use.
Are you going to do, are you eventually going to do like CBD dabs? Dabs by Dobbs?
I was thinking about it. I'm even thinking about changing my name to Papa Dobbs, yo. Believe me when I tell you.
Papa Dobbs.
I'm not calling you that.
You're not going to call him that?
No, because it sounds too much like Papa John's, and I don't want to get sued because sometimes I'll be saying things fast, and then they go try to come at us because we got the whole shoulder thing figured out. You know what I mean? Ever since we figured out that Jay can't be sued for hands being held too long and shoulder injuries, we just been letting these hands hang. You know what I mean? They put them up, we let them hang.
So rude. Rude of us. Let's go. Meadowlark and then Carrie C.
DJ and Blocks, you are so right about those energy vampires, to beware of them. Only thing is, sometimes, I think, well, not sometimes you don't know how to spot some of these, these people right away, and I think it's important that we don't beat ourselves up because we didn't figure it out in 5 minutes, because it's not always that obvious, because a lot of times they come across like they're so sweet and they're so adorable, but really they're so full of shit, you know? But usually these people, like, I've noticed that even if they seem really nice, you just always notice, like, every time you're around them, like, afterwards, you just feel so exhausted. You know, I mean, at least that's just what I've noticed. Whereas, like, every now and then it might be exhausting being around a really good friend, but, like, around a really good friend, around one of those real motherfuckers, like, literally, I'll get pumped as fuck to work my ass off being around people like that, you know, and that's like a subtle thing to watch for. And then obviously, you know, with the context of each situation, there's, you know, kind of other things that they say or don't say. They kind of give away the fact that they are that way. But yeah, I really feel like it's important to not beat yourself up if you don't identify these folks in 5 minutes. Anyhow, that's all I gotta say for now.
Boom.
I fucking love you. I cannot wait to fucking meet you. Seriously, this is what I'm talking about.
Bro, are you in LA? Because I'm in LA.
Arizona.
Ah, fuck. Well, if any of you guys are in LA, I'm very active IRL in the community here.
We'll be in LA in October.
Yep. Yeah.
October?
Yep.
Ooh, guys, DM me. Like, I know all the events that are going on all the time, all the groups. There's something going on every night of the week. Hit me up and I'll plan it so you can hit up the right groups. People the kind of people and the kind of events you want to meet, because we got everything here. And I'm not kidding when I'm telling you, there's a fucking IRL event for Web3 and AI in LA every night of the week, sometimes more than just one.
We should you know what we should do is one of the nights we're there, throw a party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, let's take over. Look, we'll take the mansion over.
We'll get a different
right? Because we're still bad company.
We're just gonna get a different one.
Oh, we're gonna get our own mansion.
We'll get our own mansion.
Fantastic. Heck yeah, we're gonna set up a new HQ.
Yeah.
And so be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
For sure. And I also want to say when Metalark, when she said real motherfucker, like, that fired me up, bro.
Right. Right.
Like that, like,
started pumping. Like, what are we doing? Let's get it.
Like, rally up. Yo, speaking of real motherfuckers, Carrie C, what's up, family?
Yeah, man, I'll keep it short because we're like at the deadline here. But vampires are very real. Do with that information what you will. But
like
really what I wanted to say was, like,
suckers or the energy suckers?
All I'm saying is do with that information what you will. Vampires exist. All around us in different ways. They you know, in different
it's
realms.
The real reason.
I don't want to get into that. But
Carrie can't get in. It's the real reason Carrie can't get into the States.
Okay.
They won't invite me in. I need an invitation, and they won't invite me in, right? So anyway, what I really wanted to say was that I bring absolutely no fucking alpha to this group, but I feel like I got to contribute in some fucking way somehow to the community, and that's by getting up here every once in a while and spouting some nonsense, and maybe it's funny and maybe it's not, but I'm trying to bring bravery and encourage bravery amongst the community. And so my goal is to one day hear Corey or Zach or fucking Crypto K up here speak, because I know they got some shit knowledge to drop, or just even to say hi. But it's fucking hella nerve-wracking right now. I am sweating from the palms and rocking back and forth in my chair, and it's I'm all kinds of fucked up. But
you're crushing.
You know, I'm doing it, and you guys, thank you. And it's all because of you guys. You guys brought me up here. You know, without Kenton, Kenton was my the guy that brought me my first space ever. But you two, you and Turbo and Seven, I guess now, have been propping me up and making me, on days that I can't get up in the morning, it's this is what the shit that I look forward to, and I'm I know I got to get up for that show, and it makes me feel great afterwards, and I can get on with my day, no matter how shitty, what side of the bed I got up on that morning. So once again, thank you 100% for doing this every day. And when you need to take your break, man, take your break, because we got to know our limits, right?
100%.
We all have a formula that makes us us. In the words of paraphrased words of KRS-One, you got to know your own formula, what makes you you. And if that means that you can go full blast for 48 hours, then you got to take a couple hours off, and Do it how you got to do it. That's all I got.
Big facts, man.
Peace.
I appreciate you. It's been great. Again, watching kind of all of that, happen. And then, like you said, Corey, someday, love it. Crypto K, one day, love it. We're gonna do this. We've had that's been one of the most special things that I would say, hosting this show. Is the amount of people that we've had come up and say, this is my first time talking in a space. That makes me feel good. Like that makes me really, really feel good, knowing that we've created a space for people to feel welcome enough to give their first, public words. And so I appreciate all the kind words, man. That sure does make me feel good. So thank you, Eddie Showbiz Eddie Shogun. What is it? Shogun. Showbiz, my bad.
What's up, Jay Chains, Turbo? What's going on, gentlemen? How's everyone doing?
Good, man.
Great family, great. Hey, Showbiz, thank you for your service, family, as well as I see some other vets in the room as well. Thank you all for your service as well.
Thank you
all for your service. Turbo, thank you for your service too, my brother. Yeah, so finding balance, right? You got to find balance in everything you do, right? Not just in Web3. I'm going to bring it back. Sorry, my auto phone is somebody leaving a message. But you got to find balance in everything you do.
Wind chimes.
I know, right?
Very peaceful.
So one of the things in the military, right? You brought it up, military, right? We were held at this standard where we had to always deploy. We always had to go on different temporary duties, and a lot of times your family life, suffered because of it. And in the military is a lot of divorces, right? Because you're gone so much, you're deployed. And it was hard to find a balance in the military, Now I'm retired, I'm around my family all the time. So, I don't have to, I find that balance better now because, I'm not working like 12, 13, 14 hours a day anymore, So that's the thing is time freedom, man, finding that balance. And once you get that time freedom, you can find better balance with the things you do. But at the end of the day, man, your family should be number one, But yeah, it was hard for me to find that balance when I was active duty military.
Mm-hmm.
And now I do, I have the time.
That's, time is the most precious commodity. And when you have the ability to maybe not, create more of it, but reallocate more of it, I think, you find that, those opportunities where, you can do that kind of stuff, spend more time with your family. And I'm definitely looking forward to, I know a lot of people are looking forward to, having that opportunity, finding their financial freedom through whether it's, blockchain or whatever, however, stock market, and however it actually works for you, inheritance. But,
and speaking of family, Eddie, I did post a picture up in the space station of the first time we got to meet with you and your family. You have an absolutely incredible, amazing family. It was such a pleasure to be able to meet them, man. And it's just a great reminder, to take time with our families and to love them because they are a priority. And speaking of priorities and just really entertaining videos. Speaking of TikTok, we got Zach Money in the building, who also has a dope TikTok talking about different financial strategies and stuff. So guys, definitely check him out. Has his hand up. What's up, Zach Money?
Good morning, guys. I had to come in and say good morning because Carrie called me out. So I'm driving on my way to work and I'm late today, but figured I'd say hello. This is a very inviting space for people to jump in for the first time. You guys have created an awesome community. So Jay Chains, you've done a great job. So yeah, a lot of people, this is a very welcoming space, very chill space. And it's a great place to get in if you haven't ever spoken before. These are all welcoming people to speak to. So yeah, Corey and Crypto K, you guys want to jump in and say hi? This is a great place to do it, even though we all know you guys already. So You're welcome.
Family.
I just wanted to say good morning to everybody before we chime out. So, good morning and have a great day, guys.
Appreciate that. Yeah. And everybody's welcome at the breakfast table. So thank you so much for being here, guys. This is again, it feels like it was a Monday, but it's really Taco Tuesday. One of those days where you're going to kind of just feel off all day. And then tomorrow's hump day already. So love the short weeks. But again, appreciate you guys being here. We'll be back 10 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know what's on schedule for the rest of the week, but I do know Pizza Friday. Every time I think of the word Friday, I think of pizza. So we are one day closer to Pizza Day. Appreciate you guys being here, for being up on stage. Thank you so much. If you're just in the crowd listening, thank you so much. We can't run the show without you. So we'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Adios.